Something deep inside you already knows this isn't just another moment. It's a divine appointment. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle tightening in your chest, that quiet recognition that what's happening right now carries weight. You didn't scroll here by mistake. You were drawn here by a force older than fear and stronger than doubt. The universe doesn't waste energy. It moves with precision. And right now it's moving through you. You felt the pull for a while. The sense that life has been preparing you for something you can't quite name. Every setback, every strange coincidence, every late-night thought that wouldn't let you sleep has been leading to this point. The timing is exact. You were meant to hear these words because they are a reflection of what your soul has been whispering all along. It's time. This isn't just information, it's activation. Something in you is being recalibrated as you listen, an inner code unlocking piece by piece. The very air around you begins to feel charged, as though reality itself is adjusting to your awareness. Don't resist that feeling. That's alignment. That's your spirit recognizing its moment of awakening. For too long, you've been underestimating what's hidden within you. The truth is, you've never been ordinary. You were crafted for moments like this, moments when the veil between the seen and unseen thins, and those who are awake can finally hear the call. You are not here to observe. You are here to remember. This message is your mirror, your signal, your spark. And if your heart is pounding as you read this, it's because the universe is confirming. Your story is about to begin. A shift has already begun to unfold in your reality. The barriers that once held your progress hostage are weakening. The dreams that felt impossible are now rearranging themselves into form. This isn't about luck, it's about alignment. You've stepped into a frequency that magnetizes the miraculous. And if your heart feels a strange acceleration right now, it's because your spirit recognizes what your mind is only beginning to understand. The moment has arrived. The things you've been waiting for are not approaching. They've already started moving toward you. But before this revelation expands further, there's something you must do. Declare your readiness. Every action you take from this moment on will serve as a signal to the higher forces watching you. The universe doesn't respond to hesitation. It responds to certainty. Speak your intention aloud. Affirm your alignment. Let existence itself know you are open to receive. Because what's coming next isn't small. It's a rewrite of your entire narrative. This isn't a soft awakening filled with cliches and comfort. This is a kind of transformation that bends the laws of probability. The kind that reorders events around your presence. You're standing at the threshold between who you were and who you were always meant to be. The next steps will challenge your courage, but they'll also reveal the magnitude of what's inside you. If this message hit your soul, don't just scroll. Hit subscribe and stay with the light. Think of this as a divine summons from realms beyond understanding. Something greater than logic has intervened to remind you that your existence carries cosmic weight. Every hardship, every delay, every unanswered prayer was part of the preparation for this exact moment. You are not random matter drifting through chaos. You are precision in motion, chosen to ignite a turning point not just for yourself, but for the world around you. So breathe deeply. The air has changed because your frequency has. The gates that once seemed locked are listening for your command. And when you move now, heaven moves with you. This isn't coincidence. This is confirmation. The timeline has shifted, and it begins with you. There are moments when the universe leans close and speaks directly into your spirit. This is one of them. What's unfolding right now is not meant for everyone. It's a message encoded for a specific soul frequency, and only those aligned with that vibration can fully comprehend it. You're not here by chance. You were drawn here because the time for your unveiling has arrived. The veil between the seen and unseen is thinning, and within that narrow passage, your next level awaits. This is not a coincidence. It's divine calibration. You felt it, haven't you? That quiet urgency tugging at your chest. The sense that something vast is waking up inside you. That's not anxiety. It's activation. The call you've been feeling in your bones is now being answered. Life has been positioning you for this very revelation. Every delay, every heartbreak, every unanswered prayer was a divine detour leading you to this moment of recognition. The energy entering your life now carries the weight of destiny. responsibility intertwined with revelation. And while it may not come with comfort, it comes with power. You were chosen not because of perfection, but because of readiness. There is sacred information being released into your consciousness, and it will require both courage and clarity to handle what comes next. Make no mistake, opposition will rise. Confusion will disguise itself as logic. Doubt will whisper in your ear, urging you to turn away before you grasp the fullness of what's being offered. But this is the test that separates wanderers from warriors. The unseen forces that thrive on apathy will do everything to distort your focus. They want to keep you busy, tired, distracted, because an awakened mind is uncontrollable. Yet the light inside you is older than fear itself. You were never built to fold under illusion. You were built to dissolve it. This awakening is not an accident. It's an assignment. You're stepping into a role that stretches beyond personal fulfillment. It's about anchoring higher consciousness into a world that has forgotten how to listen. You are being prepared to carry wisdom that shifts realities. And yes, it will challenge what you believe about yourself, about others, and even about God. But what appears as disruption is actually the dismantling of false structures. When old systems collapse, truth finally has space to breathe. The coming days will reveal the first tremors of this transformation. Strange alignments will appear. People will resurface from your past with messages or opportunities that feel almost scripted. Synchronicities will multiply until denying them feels impossible. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the divine sequence has begun. The same hand that placed the stars in motion has now turned its attention toward your timeline. The shift will not be gentle. It will be awakening in its rawest form. What you once tolerated will begin to repel you. The spaces you once fit into will start to feel too small. The truths you once questioned will stand firm, while the illusions you once defended will crumble. This is the friction of rebirth. Every spiritual breakthrough requires the breaking of something that was never truly you. Understand that this transformation isn't just for your benefit. It's part of a greater orchestration, a ripple in the field of awakening that touches every life connected to yours. You are not just being elevated. You are being entrusted. When the fog lifts, you will see that your journey was never random. You were a key piece in the cosmic design. And so the question remains, not whether you are chosen, but whether you will answer the call. Because destiny never shouts, it whispers. And right now, it's whispering your name. A shift is taking place beneath the surface of what appears to be chaos. There is a sacred rhythm moving silently through the noise, aligning certain souls with their next assignment. You are one of them. This isn't random inspiration or passing emotion. It's a summons. You've been entrusted with awareness that most overlook, a transmission from higher intelligence preparing you to step into your appointed role. The energy around you is sharpening your inner senses, heightening your perception, and drawing you closer to the current of divine intelligence that's been waiting for your recognition. If you believe in this mission, drop a $20 donation to keep this truth alive and free. The call now is for vigilance and sacred discipline. What you are receiving is not ordinary information. It's spiritual technology designed for your evolution. Soon, your connection to the higher realms will become unmistakable. Guidance will no longer come in vague impulses, but in unmistakable confirmations. Symbols that recur, insights that arrive mid-thought, conversations that feel choreographed by something greater. These moments are not coincidences. They are the new language between you and the divine. This communication will be subtle at first, appearing as intuition or sudden understanding. But as your sensitivity deepens, you'll notice that even your environment begins to respond. The timing of events, the rhythm of your days, the people who appear, all will begin to move in harmony with your inner transformation. You'll make decisions with clarity that feels effortless, guided not by fear or logic, but by alignment. Those who came before you knew this connection well. Mystics, innovators, reformers, and healers who could hear the frequency of truth long before the world was ready to listen. Now it's your turn to join that lineage. The line between heaven and earth is thinning for you, and the flow of revelation will become part of your daily life. What once felt uncertain will begin to feel orchestrated. What once confused, you will start to make divine sense. The coming days mark an invisible threshold. This is not another week on the calendar. It is a spiritual ignition point, like the hush that comes before a great symphony. There's anticipation building in the unseen realms. Something luminous is preparing to reveal itself through you. The heaviness you've carried is being exchanged for a radiant clarity that will guide every step you take. As your inner compass recalibrates, you'll notice a surge of confidence and peace rising from places within you that have been silent for years. Signs will begin to multiply. The smallest coincidences will feel electric with meaning. You'll sense that you are being led, not forced, not pushed, but gently moved by a current that knows where you belong. This transformation will be total, body, mind, and soul merging into a single harmonious expression of truth. It's not without challenge. Every evolution begins with friction. Old fears may resurface, outdated patterns may resist release, but divine presence surrounds you like armor. You are being escorted into rebirth. This new phase isn't for self-fulfillment alone. It's part of a vast awakening sweeping through humanity, a global remembrance of what it means to live in truth. You are not merely witnessing this wave. You are helping to steer it. Your clarity will become medicine for others still lost in confusion. Your courage will restore faith in those who have forgotten their strength. Across the planet, consciousness is rising, and you are one of the torchbearers leading the way. Your awakening will trigger ripples of justice, healing, and revelation. Systems built on deception will begin to collapse, not through violence, but through exposure. Light has no need to fight the dark. It simply reveals it. And when it does, balance returns. You are being prepared to stand as both witness and participant in this divine unfolding. In the days ahead, provisions will come in miraculous timing. Resources, allies, and opportunities will find you without strain. The flow of abundance will open because your energy is no longer resisting its arrival. This is not luck. It's divine reciprocity. The universe always responds to those who remember who they are. Your task now is simple but sacred. Remain open, remain grounded, and remain true. What's coming is not small. It's destiny stepping forward to claim its rightful place through you. The horizon of your life is expanding faster than you realize, and what's approaching isn't meant to simply sustain you. It's meant to elevate you. An outpouring of abundance is forming, not to help you survive another cycle, but to give you the freedom to live fully in your divine assignment. Material provision will align effortlessly with emotional renewal, creating harmony between the outer and inner worlds. Burdens once carried in silence, grief, guilt, exhaustion, are being released. In their place, peace will settle like morning light, and joy will begin to bloom in the spaces where pain once lived. Each dawn will start to feel lighter, as if the atmosphere around you has shifted. The heaviness you once thought was part of who you are will begin to dissolve, replaced by a quiet power that steadies you from within. This change isn't abstract. It's restoration at the deepest level. The body, the mind, and the soul are aligning in divine rhythm. Strength will rise naturally, not from striving, but from balance. The same energy that once drained you will now become fuel for purpose. This renewal carries 3 streams of support: material, emotional, and spiritual, forming a divine equilibrium designed to sustain your calling. Gratitude will amplify its flow, so open your heart wide and prepare to receive. The season ahead will require courage, not caution, because the spotlight of destiny is turning toward you. The world stage is crowded with noise, yet your voice is about to rise above it. In a time when connection feels hollow, your words will cut through the static. They will not only reach ears, they will stir spirits. The digital space, once overwhelming and impersonal, will now respond to your presence. You'll notice that what you create resonates far beyond your immediate reach. Messages you share from sincerity will move through unseen corridors, finding those who need your light the most. The world has been waiting for the kind of truth only you can deliver. If this spoke to your spirit, subscribe and stand with those who see beyond the illusion. This expansion of influence is not a coincidence. It's a calling. You were never meant to blend into noise, but to bring clarity through it. Your authenticity will magnetize others. People will recognize something sacred in your energy, something unmanufactured. The growth of your audience will not be accidental. It will be a spiritual echo of your awakening. Yet, with influence comes stewardship. The higher the light rises, the deeper the roots must go. Your guidance must be anchored in compassion, humility, and discernment. Soon, you will find yourself connected with others who share your mission. Souls across nations united by resonance rather than geography. This global network will feel like an invisible family, working together to raise collective consciousness. Through this alliance, your reach will multiply and your impact will extend into places you've never seen. Together, you will not merely inspire, you will rewire the spiritual atmosphere. Then, almost without warning, a major turn will occur. Within days, not months, reality will shift beneath your feet. It will feel as if the world rearranges itself overnight. Circumstances that once seemed immovable will transform. Long-awaited opportunities will arrive with precision timing. What felt delayed will suddenly make sense. The shift will be so swift that even those close to you will be astonished by the magnitude of change. This isn't gradual growth. It's divine acceleration. Revelations about your past and glimpses of your future will merge into one clear understanding of why everything unfolded the way it did. Some connections will deepen with profound love and recognition, while others will quietly dissolve to make space for alignment. Where one chapter closes, another will burst open with grace. And this transformation will not end with you. It will radiate outward. The people who cross your path will feel it. Communities will transform by proximity to your frequency. Those who once misunderstood you will begin to perceive your light. The shift will be undeniable. New gifts will emerge from this activation. Insight that sees beyond appearances. Words that heal. Energy that uplifts. The same intuition that once whispered softly will now speak with unmistakable authority. Even your presence will begin to restore others without effort. Where you stand, peace will follow. Your prayers will carry new weight, and your declarations will shape reality. Fear will lose its hold entirely. Doubt will fade like mist at sunrise. The clarity within you will become immovable, and faith will replace every fragment of uncertainty. You'll walk in a kind of knowing that doesn't need proof, only trust. This is not fantasy. This is your next becoming, and it's already in motion. There's a stillness forming beneath the noise of your thoughts, a sacred confirmation that you've arrived exactly where you were always meant to be. The alignment you've been sensing isn't imagination. It's destiny settling into place. From this grounded certainty, your influence will begin to rise effortlessly. People will be drawn to you, not because of grand gestures or loud declarations, but because something about your energy will feel like truth in motion. Without trying to persuade anyone, your presence will begin to inspire change. You will lead not by control, but by the quiet authority that comes from authenticity. The season of hesitation has ended. This is the doorway you've been preparing for. Every delay was simply the universe arranging the pieces so that nothing could block your ascent. The rhythm of creation is moving in sync with your heartbeat now. There's no more room for doubt, only trust. The path you stand on is alive with purpose, waiting for your next decisive step. You've been refined by challenges that seemed unfair at the time, but they carved the strength you'll need for what's coming next. What you're entering is not coincidence. It's orchestration on a divine scale. Now is the time to clear the inner clutter. Let go of outdated identities, attachments, and narratives that no longer hold power over you. The past has served its purpose. It taught you endurance, compassion, and self-awareness, but it cannot accompany you into higher ground. The energy ahead requires space to move freely through you. Detach with love, forgive without explanation, and prepare your spirit to carry more light than ever before. Over the coming days, you'll feel a gradual acceleration, as if unseen hands are fine-tuning every detail of your reality. Each sunrise will carry a specific message meant just for you. Some days may bring emotion or unease, but that isn't confusion. It's alignment shifting your inner world into coherence. Old memories may resurface, not to punish, but to be released. Dreams will grow sharper, and intuition will start speaking in full sentences instead of whispers. This is divine communication taking on form inside your awareness. By the seventh day, a threshold will open. The atmosphere around you will feel clearer, lighter, almost electric. It's not imagination, it's convergence. The unseen and the physical will begin to meet in tangible ways. Unexpected events, messages, or encounters will confirm what your spirit already knows. The universe has been building toward this exact moment. What once seemed delayed was divine timing in disguise, ensuring that everything, people, opportunities, and lessons arrived in perfect order. You were never late. You were being calibrated. Every pause was preparation. Every heartbreak a hidden classroom. Every closed door a redirection toward truth. If this transformation had come earlier, it would have crushed the unprepared version of you. But now, your spirit has a capacity to carry what's being entrusted. Strength forged in waiting becomes unshakable power once the waiting ends. The coming alignment isn't just for your benefit. The shift unfolding within you will ripple through countless lives. The hearts connected to yours are awakening in harmony with your rise. The timing of your emergence is perfectly synchronized with the needs of the world. The doors opening for you now are not merely opportunities. They are assignments. Your $20 gift helps keep the truth shining where darkness tried to hide it. There's no need to rush or question divine precision. What's destined for you will meet you at the exact intersection of readiness and faith. Trust the tempo of your unfolding. The countdown you feel isn't toward an ending. It's toward the beginning of your higher timeline. Every breath you take from this point forward is part of a divine rhythm that has been waiting ages to be heard through you. Transformation demands surrender, and the old self rarely leaves without resistance. The life you once knew is beginning to dissolve, not because something has gone wrong, but because something higher is being born. The echoes of the past, faces, memories, unfinished feelings, may resurface briefly, not to haunt you, but to offer closure. Every emotional return is an invitation to release with understanding, not regret. Freedom begins where resentment ends, and forgiveness becomes a door to everything waiting beyond the threshold. To let go does not mean to forget. It means to reclaim the energy that pain once possessed. Liberation is not a single event. It's a rhythm of continual release. The tension between what's fading and what's forming is proof that rebirth is underway. The divine asks now for bravery, not comfort, for movement, not maintenance. When the weight of what was finally falls away, expansion replaces effort. Possibility starts moving toward you instead of you chasing it. A current of unseen power begins to circulate through your being, awakening layers of awareness that have been dormant for years. It won't arrive with fanfare, but with quiet certainty. Energy begins to flow like breath through the deepest parts of you, repairing what exhaustion broke, illuminating what confusion buried, and strengthening the core of your spirit. Soon, perception itself will shift. The world will seem newly alive. The simplest things, light through a window, a kind word, a quiet moment, will shimmer with greater depth. Your senses will sharpen to the frequency of truth, and your intuition will no longer whisper. It will ring clear as a bell. Words you speak will carry authority, because they'll be rooted in purity of intention. Every conversation will seem guided, every encounter divinely timed. Synchronicities will multiply, confirming that what moves through you is not random. It's alignment. This surge of awareness isn't a prize. It's a calling. The power rising within you exists to serve something larger. The world's healing begins through individuals who remember their light. You are one of them. The obstacles you endure were not punishments. They were sacred initiations, strengthening your spirit to carry this magnitude of grace. Every hardship carved out new space within you for greater wisdom. What once felt like breaking was, in truth, refining. The heartache, the betrayal, the long nights of questioning. Each was a spiritual apprenticeship. They taught you how to feel deeply without collapsing, how to see clearly without judgment, and how to stand in strength without arrogance. Those experiences created the inner architecture capable of housing divine power with humility. You were never being dismantled. You were being prepared for responsibility. Look back now with eyes of revelation and see the invisible map of your growth. Endings that created freedom, silence that taught the summit, isolation that birthed intimacy with the divine. None of it was wasted. Now the tides are turning. The initiation has concluded, and reward energy begins to flow in. Scars are transforming into symbols of resilience, and every fragment of your story is being woven into something whole. Your existence was never accidental. You were designed to deliver light into this exact timeline. As humanity rises, your unique note in the song of awakening becomes essential. The global transformation unfolding around you is calling forth your role. Each person will be summoned differently. Some to heal, some to teach, some to create, some to lead, but all carry equal importance in the divine design. Your inner compass is already pointing you toward where you're needed most. The pull you feel toward a cause, a project, or a purpose isn't random. It's spiritual guidance disguised as passion. Follow what enlivens you, for it reveals where your service lies. Once you commit to that purpose, the universe will begin to rearrange itself around your obedience. Paths will clear, opportunities will emerge, and the right people will appear as if summoned by your sincerity. The invisible will start moving on your behalf the moment you say yes. Upgrades will cascade through every part of your being. Your intellect will quicken. Inspiration will arrive like flashes of lightning, illuminating problems you'll suddenly know how to solve. What used to confuse you will now feel obvious. This isn't luck. It's alignment between divine intelligence and your awakened consciousness. Even your physical form will respond to this evolution. You'll crave restoration, nourishment, stillness, signs that your vessel is preparing to sustain higher frequencies of spirit. A serenity will settle in your soul, a harmony between thought and intuition, action and rest. Prayer will no longer feel like reaching. It will feel like remembering. Meditation won't be effortful. It will feel like home. This balance is the embodiment of divine order moving through you. And while these upgrades may feel like blessings, they are also assignments to live as proof that transformation is possible, to embody the light others are still seeking. True power doesn't roar. It radiates quietly through those who have learned grace. The greater your capacity to hold spiritual energy, the deeper your need for balance, compassion, and clarity. Wisdom becomes your anchor, keeping your strength from turning into pride. The same current that awakens your inner life is also reshaping the physical realm around you. Doors that once seemed locked are unlocking. Pathways once hidden are revealing themselves. The flow of divine provision is beginning to manifest in tangible form. Opportunities aligning, support arriving, timing synchronizing with near-perfect precision. The universe remembers what you've sown, and now the return begins. You may soon notice resources appearing from directions you didn't expect. A contract, an offer, a collaboration, or assistance from a stranger. These are not accidents. They're evidence that faith never returns empty. The seeds of trust you planted through patience and perseverance are bearing fruit. Financial stability will no longer be tied to fear, but to purpose. Money will transform from a source of anxiety into an instrument of creation. It will move through your life like breath, fluid, consistent, and alive, serving your higher calling rather than controlling it. The increase you're stepping into isn't just personal gain, it's divine strategy. As you receive, you'll feel a natural urge to uplift others, to build, to give, to support. Real abundance is circulation, not accumulation. Prosperity is freedom. The freedom to act on inspiration, to nurture what matters, and to live without the weight of survival pressing against your spirit. The universe is expanding your provision because your purpose is expanding too. Overflow isn't indulgence. It's preparation for stewardship. At the same time, a new level of influence is awakening through your voice. In a world oversaturated with noise, your authenticity will cut through like clear air after storm. Your story, raw, honest, unfiltered, will touch hearts that have grown numb from imitation. You won't need to chase attention. Sincerity will draw it naturally. People will feel the truth behind your words because it's been lived, not rehearsed. Digital spaces that once felt chaotic will now respond differently to your presence. Your words will find the ones who need them most, traveling farther than algorithms could ever calculate. Messages you post will carry frequency, not just meaning. Each one planting healing and hope where it's needed. What you share will ripple outward, reaching people across oceans and timelines, reminding them that light still speaks through human hearts. Your growth and visibility will come with responsibility. To stay humble, to stay pure in intention, to remember that influence is sacred territory.